solve this exponential equation, we have 1/4 to the x minus 2 power equals 16. Right? So in order to solve exponential equations, we want to use this property. Okay, so if we have two sides, right, if b to the m power is equal to b to the n power, okay, then we can conclude that m must equal n. Right? So this is saying if the bases are the same, and this is equals, of course, right, then the exponents must be the same. And that's sort of the equation that we use to solve this guy. Right? So we got to get the bases to be the same here, right? What do you notice here? We have this base is 1/4, and here this base is 16, right? So you're probably looking at that 1/4. Okay, well, let's try to deal with that later, right? So what are some numbers that we can get to equal 16, right? Well, we know that 2 to the 4th power is equal to 16. Okay, so that means we can use a base of 2. We also know that 4 to the 2nd power is equal to 16, right? So we can use two different bases here, right? Either 2 to the 4th power or 4 to the 2nd power, right? So how do we know, right? How do we know if we want to use this value or the 4, right? The 4 squared. And it depends on the other side, right? We look at the 1/4, which is a fraction, right? But then the key is that, well, it's the reciprocal, right? 1/4 is the reciprocal of 4. And the idea here is that, well, 4 to the negative 1st power, right? 4 to the negative 1st power is equal to 1/4. Okay? So that's the thing here, right? We can actually get these two bases to be the same, right, as a base of 4. Now you got to be careful with this one though, right? Remember, 1/4 is 4 to the negative 1st power, so we can rewrite it like that. Okay, still with the x minus 2 here. And on the right side, we can write the 16 as 4 to the 2nd power. And here we got to use the rule properly, right? We got to make sure that we distribute this negative to both terms. So we get 4 to the negative x plus 2 power is equal to 4 to the 2nd power here. So now that we have the bases to be the same, right, now we can set the exponents equal to each other, right? We can conclude that negative x plus 2 is equal to 2. And then we should be able to solve this guy, right? If we subtract the 2 to both sides, we get negative x is equal to 0. Okay, well, if negative x is equal to 0, then what does that tell us about x, right? X is just equal to 0. All right, so that is the solution then to this equation here.